Elon Musk, the architect of the future. Introduction: the visionary who refused limits. Elon Reeve Musk, born in Pretoria, South Africa, in 1971, is a figure whose name has become synonymous with radical innovation and controversial ambition. He is not merely a businessman, he is an engineer, inventor, and entrepreneur who has fundamentally shaped industries ranging from automotive manufacturing and space exploration to solar energy and social media. Essentially, Musk embodies the spirit of a restless futurist, driven by a goal far greater than profit, the survival and expansion of the human species. His life story is a relentless narrative of risk, determination, and an unwavering belief in solving what others deem impossible. Musk's approach is famously rooted in first principles thinking, a methodical way of looking at the world that requires boiling things down to their most fundamental truths and reasoning up from there. Instead of building upon conventional industry wisdom, which often leads to marginal improvements, Musk challenges basic assumptions about cost, feasibility, and time, enabling him to pursue solutions that seem impossible to others. This mindset, combined with his colossal drive, is what differentiates his ventures from traditional corporate enterprises. Early life and the first spark of innovation. Musk's childhood was unconventional. He was known for being a deeply introverted and intense reader, often losing himself for hours in books on science, philosophy, and fantasy. This immersion in literature and concepts fueled a powerful imagination. Tragically, he was often bullied at school, a harsh environment that perhaps strengthened his resolve and his reliance on his inner world. At the age of 12, Musk showed his entrepreneurial and technical skills by teaching himself computer programming. He then sold the code for a simple video game called Blaster to a magazine for about $500. This early success proved his ability to not only learn complex skills independently but also to monetize them. In 1988, seeking better economic opportunities and aiming to avoid compulsory service in the South African military, Musk moved to Canada and later transferred to the United States. He spent time completing various manual labor jobs while navigating the Canadian immigration system, demonstrating an early capacity for hustle and self-reliance. He eventually secured a place at Queen's University in Ontario before transferring to the University of Pennsylvania, where he earned bachelor's degrees in physics and economics. This dual academic background, the practical science of physics and the system logic of economics, would become the essential blueprint for his future ventures, allowing him to understand both the technical viability and the market structure of complex industries. The Internet era, Zip2 and PayPal. After graduation, Musk postponed his enrollment in a PhD program in applied physics and materials science at Stanford University to participate in the burgeoning Internet boom. In 1995, he and his brother, Kimball Musk, founded their first company, Zip2. It was essentially an online city guide, providing maps and business directories to newspapers. This company was a massive undertaking, requiring long hours of coding and business development. Musk famously slept on the office couch and showered at the YMCA to save money and maximize time. Ultimately, in 1999, Compaq acquired Zip2 for $307 million, making Musk $22 million richer and, crucially, validating his aggressive business model. Musk did not slow down. He immediately invested most of his earnings into his next venture, X.com, an online financial service and email payment company. He envisioned X.com as a comprehensive, one-stop financial hub, long before the modern concept of digital banking took hold. This company eventually merged with Confinity, which owned a popular payment service called PayPal. The internal conflict over whether to use Microsoft Windows NT or the open-source Linux architecture for their platform led to a bitter disagreement. Musk, favoring a unified, monolithic system, was forced out as CEO. However, he remained the largest shareholder. In 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion. Musk received approximately $165 million from the sale. This fortune was not viewed by Musk as an opportunity for retirement, but as a resource to fund his lifelong, grandest ambitions: space exploration and sustainable energy. His motivation wasn't luxury, it was a deep, philosophical concern about the existential risks facing humanity, which he summarized as needing to become a multi-planetary species and eliminate dependence on fossil fuels. Building the future, SpaceX and Tesla. With his fortune, Musk established two of the most disruptive companies of the 21st century, focusing on what he considered existential threats to humanity: the risk of remaining confined to one planet, and the dependence on fossil fuels. SpaceX, founded 2002. SpaceX was created with the audacious goal of reducing the cost of space travel and eventually making life multiplanetary. At the time, this was an industry dominated by government agencies like NASA and established contractors. Musk faced intense skepticism from industry experts who believed a private startup could never compete. Indeed, the company suffered 3 consecutive catastrophic launch failures between 2006 and 2008. These failures pushed the company to the brink of collapse and financially drained Musk, forcing him to invest his last remaining capital just to fund the 4th attempt. However, driven by his iron will, Musk financed the 4th launch himself. In September 2008, the Falcon 1 successfully reached orbit, securing a crucial NASA contract and saving the company. Since then, SpaceX has achieved groundbreaking milestones. The core innovation of SpaceX has been the relentless pursuit of rocket reusability. By developing the powerful Merlin engine and mastering the complex technology of vertical landing, the Falcon 9 rocket can now safely return to Earth after delivering its payload. This dramatic reduction in cost, treating a rocket more like an airplane than a disposable item, has revolutionized the economics of space access. Furthermore, the development of the Starship program, designed as a fully reusable super heavy-lift launch system, is the cornerstone of Musk's ultimate goal to transport humans and vast amounts of cargo to Mars, establishing a self-sustaining human colony. SpaceX is currently the leading commercial provider of launch services globally. Tesla, joined 2004. Tesla Incorporated was founded by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning, but Musk became the chairman and product architect in 2004, later taking the CEO position. His vision was not just to build electric cars, but to prove that electric vehicles could be superior to gasoline-powered cars in speed, style, and performance. He laid out a clear, 3-part master plan for the company. First, build a low-volume, high-price car, the Roadster. Second, use that money to build a medium-volume, medium-price car, the Model S/X, and third, use that money to build a high-volume, affordable car, the Model 3. The first car, the Roadster, 2008, was a small-scale success, proving the concept. The real challenge came with the Model S, 2012, and the later push to mass-produce the Model 3, 2017. This period, which Musk famously called production hell, tested his leadership and the company's manufacturing capability to the limit. Musk insisted on a heavily automated production line, a strategy that initially created chaos and bottlenecks, forcing him to simplify the processes and even sleep at the Gigafactory to oversee operations directly. Nevertheless, under his leadership, Tesla not only survived the bankruptcy risks but became the most valuable car company in the world by market capitalization, accelerating the global transition to electric mobility faster than anyone had predicted and forcing legacy automakers to follow suit. Tesla's vertical integration, from battery production, gigafactories, to proprietary software and supercharger networks, gives it a substantial competitive advantage. Other ventures and Hyperloop. Musk's ambition did not stop with space and cars. He launched several other companies focused on solving infrastructural and biological problems. Solar City, now Tesla Energy, focused on developing and installing solar power systems, furthering the sustainable energy goal by integrating power generation and storage, via the Powerwall, with electric vehicle consumption. The Boring Company, founded 2016. A tunnel construction services company aimed at solving urban traffic congestion. Musk argues that current two-dimensional road networks are fundamentally limited, and the solution is to move transit underground using efficient, high-speed, three-dimensional tunnels, dramatically reducing tunneling costs through innovation. Neuralink, founded 2016, a neurotechnology company developing implantable brain-machine interfaces. The primary, long-term goal of Neuralink is not merely medical treatment, though that is an initial focus, but achieving a form of symbiosis with artificial intelligence, which Musk considers another potent existential threat if left unregulated and unmatched by human capability. He also famously proposed the Hyperloop concept, an ultra-high-speed public transportation system using pressurized pods traveling through low-pressure tubes. While he did not build it himself, he released the design as open source, encouraging other companies and academic groups to pursue the technology through annual student competitions. His willingness to open source such a disruptive concept further illustrates his primary dedication to advancing human technology rather than maximizing proprietary control. Leadership and controversies. Musk is known for a demanding, sometimes volatile, leadership style. He expects extreme dedication and long working hours from his employees, mirroring his own relentless schedule. His drive for speed often clashes with traditional timelines, leading to rapid innovation but also periods of high stress, high turnover, and production bottlenecks. He can be an exacting micromanager when focused on a technical problem, but also an inspiring leader who galvanizes his teams to achieve impossible feats. Furthermore, his active use of social media, particularly his controversial $44 billion acquisition and rebranding of Twitter as X, has been a source of significant public controversy. Musk framed the purchase as a critical move to ensure the platform remains a neutral, digital town square for global free speech, reflecting his deep-seated libertarian beliefs. His management of X has been turbulent, marked by swift, sweeping changes to policy and staff, leading to significant fluctuations in user trust and advertiser commitment. This digital presence has made him arguably the most publicly followed and scrutinized CEO in the world, often blurring the lines between corporate leader, technological visionary, and cultural provocateur. His ability to move markets and generate global conversation with a single tweet is unprecedented among modern executives. Conclusion: the ultimate test. Elon Musk's life is a testament to the belief that constraints are often self-imposed. He has repeatedly faced financial ruin, technical failure, and public ridicule, only to emerge triumphant by betting his entire fortune and reputation on radical ideas. The key to his success lies in the relentless application of his engineering mindset, challenging the status quo, demanding efficiency, and using the principles of first principles thinking, breaking down complex problems into fundamental elements and rebuilding solutions from the ground up. His journey from a shy South African reader to the CEO of multiple multi-billion-dollar enterprises is driven by a profound sense of purpose. Ultimately, Musk's legacy will not be defined by his personal wealth, but by his success in making space accessible, electric cars desirable, and by forcing the world to think seriously about its future on Earth and beyond. He is a living, breathing example of how a singular vision and relentless execution can truly change the world, leaving a blueprint for future generations to tackle society's largest problems with unconventional wisdom and unshakable courage.
Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the life of Elon Musk. Before you go, here is your challenge. What do you believe is Musk's single most significant contribution to the world so far? Tesla, SpaceX, or the earlier success of PayPal? Let us know your thoughts and arguments in the comments below, using a full English sentence to practice your B1, B2 skills. If you enjoy learning about the visionary behind the future, and if you want more stories like this to boost your intermediate English, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss our next video. We release new biographies and lessons every day. Keep learning, keep challenging yourself, and we'll see you next time.